let's talk about radioactive hybrid terror pigs. Okay? RHTP. Look at these guys. They kind of look like javelinas. Back in Arizona, my mom kind of lives out in the outskirts and next to a reserve, which is just rife with all sorts of different animals. But these guys, I think they're peccaries, not actually pigs, but very similar, same kind of animal. That's what these guys look like. They're very boar-like. But yeah, they've made themselves a home in Fukushima's exclusion zone. That's what it is. Exclusion zone. Ah, okay. Scientists have uncovered a new threat to humanity emerging in the area surrounding the former Fukushima nuclear power plant. Indestructible radioactive hybrid terror pigs. Okay. I feel like they should have added indestructible to the title. Don't you think? I mean, come on, it's awesome. I mean, also terrifying, but also awesome. The details emerge from studies of how radioactive from the partial nuclear meltdown at the plant in 2011 had affected local wildlife, which has in many cases rewilded urban areas vacated years ago by populations forced to move out by the threat of radiation following the disaster. This is a familiar process following large-scale human evacuations. Similar rewilding situations occurred in the area surrounding the site of Chernobyl incident in 1986, despite the efforts of the Soviet authorities to control the animal population. The NBC-suited boffins working on the project were expecting to find wild boar in the affected zone since they had been reported in former urban areas in some years. Having come down from the surrounding mountains to reclaim the towns and cities of the area as their own realm almost as soon as the humans vacated them. However, the scientists were not prepared for the true prospect that awaited them, as related in a report in the Proceedings of the Royal Society B Journal. The local wild boar, a subspecies endemic to the region known as the Japanese boar, aka Sus scrofa leucmistax, or the white mustached pig, have created a fiefdom covering all the local vacated by over 160,000 displaced humans, became cocky and aggressive, and also lost their natural wariness. The marauding boar also began interbreeding with escaped domestic pigs that made good with their trotters from local farms after their human keeper had been forced to flee. The pigs, for their part, were ill-suited to life in the wild in a radioactive post-apocalyptic hellscape, presumably threw in their lot with the tough, wily boar as their best chance of survival. Makes sense? The result was a new kind of boar-pig hybrid that originated in the initial exclusion zone within 20 kilometers of the site of the nuclear plant, where radiation levels were presumably highest. The study found that the hybrids did not display any signs of mutation, despite the doses of radiation that were subjected to. Indeed, surveys of the local boar population found that they are contaminated by up to 300 times the safe human dosage of lethal isotope cesium-137. In other words, they are highly radioactive and seemingly virtually indestructible. These hybrids now comprise of up to 10% of the local population, evidently combining with the wild smarts of their boar ancestors with the enjoyment of the finer things which human civilization can bring, inherited from their domesticated forebears. Oh, so society has made them entitled? This is presumably why humans attempting to reclaim their former settlements in the area around Fukushima plant for eventual reopening have found it difficult to dislodge the porcine interlopers from their recently taken strongholds. The Fukushima exclusion zones have been gradually lifted in stages since the incident to allow former residents to return. In some cases, the aggressive porkers have refused to give ground and have attacked returning humans, meaning human authorities have been forced to deploy armed assassination teams of hunters to flush them out. You know what they really should do, right? They should hire those guys down in Texas that do those helicopter boar hunts to just, go out into the Fukushima zone and just take these suckers out. I highly doubt these guys are indestructible enough to deal with Texans. Huh? Am I right? What do you guys think? I feel like Texans would be able to handle that. Anyway, the future of the Fukushima terror pigs is hard to predict. If they had the intelligence to team up and combine into one unstoppable force, an indestructible boar army of that nature would surely be able to overrun the rest of the Japanese archipelago and the reg fears possibly the whole world. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, right. Try that in America. Try that in Texas. Good luck. Yeah, someone just asked, are they bulletproof? Right. Are they bulletproof? I don't. Are they bulletproof? I highly doubt it.